Hey guys, I Snake here, and this is gonna be a video that I'm gonna talk about. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about. Lord, please forgive me. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about game delays. But the games I got in the background right now is Final Fantasy Dissidia. I got some Yakuza Zero gameplay in there, and I also have some Dragon Ball Fighters gameplay in the background also. But anyway, guys, let's get on to the video. Now, the topic of this video is game delays, and basically, this is gonna be more like my thoughts on game delays, how I used to think, how I am now when it comes to the news of game being delayed. The reason why I bring this up is because just recently, Rockstar just announced that Red Dead is not going to come out in the spring, but instead, it's going to be releasing in October. Um, and I think this is their second delay that they had. Because I think originally it's supposed to have been released near the end of 2017, but they said no, we're going to put it in the spring. Now since spring come a little more closer, they say, you know what? Now we need a little more time to rethink. We're going to delay it until October. Now the reasons why they said they were going to delay it because they need more polish. They need more time to polish up the game. Um, I got a few more theories upon that too, but polish is definitely I do think is one of the reasons why they chose to delay the game. Now my thoughts on it is like sure, take your time. I'm not really I do want to play the game, but I don't want to rush to I don't want a game to feel rushed. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the game to feel like it needed like a few months to a year more time, more polish than what we originally got. Now, of course, there's gonna be people out there that's gonna feel like once the game come out, they probably gonna feel like that the delay wasn't worth it or something like that. But whatever. But just I just want to remind people who go to complain. Just imagine if the game would have came out once I get the game, and is what the word I'm looking for. Basically, the game's not gonna be in any worse condition compared to how it would have shipped originally. Um, yeah, but and also the reasons why I think they probably delayed it because they probably heard about the EA bullshit because Rockstar was doing this whole. I'm pretty sure that Rockstar was embracing the whole uh, ongoing games or whatever. I don't know what exactly is the term they use for it, but it's basically more microtransaction friendly type of thing that people when they talk about ongoing games, they mean like basically people that will pay up the ass just to get a heads up, and so they can keep updating it, so they can get more, people to buy the microtransactions, which is total bullshit. Which I actually think that hopefully they delayed it just to have more balance when it comes to the multiplayer side. Don't touch the single player with that shit, but have more balance to the point that gamers don't need to spend money. Don't need to spend real money to get certain things, because like in Dragon Ball Fighters, you don't have to spend real money. It actually real money not even an option. You actually have to earn some of these unlocks yourself. Some of these loot boxes you cannot pay for that. You actually have to earn you actually have to earn them, which that's how it should be honestly in video games. But I don't know. Which I think that's another reason why they delayed the game. Um, but also speaking of game delays themselves, um, and let me talk to you what how I am how I was back in the day and how I am now when it comes to game delays. Now when I used to hear when a game got delayed, I used to be very pissed. I used to be upset. I used to be just mad. But simply because the life is like how Final Fantasy 7. Oh yeah, see that I tried to do a Shenmue Darts game right there. But anyway, I used to be mad once I heard that one of my favorite games got delayed. I was looking forward to it. I'll say like Final Fantasy 7 remake. When I heard that was going to get remade, but Square said it was going. There wasn't actual remake. That's just a tech demo. But anyway, they know what they was doing with that. Yeah, like back in 2005 or six, they showed it. They showed the take them off for 5 and 7, and we never got a 5 and 7 remake until they announced back 2015. Now that game's been delayed now, and now Square's totally taking over. Anyway, that's another story for itself. But basically, yeah, that game got delayed just recently. Well, not recently, but about a year ago. Let's see. Shenmue also had a few months ago announced its delay. Um, and that was Shenmue. I've been waiting years for Shenmue 3. I've been waiting years for Shenmue 3. Once I heard that wasn't coming back, I lost all hope until they announced it on stage. And then once they announced the delay, now if this was back in the day, me, I would have been pissed. But as far as me today, I'm like, okay, take your time. The reason why, because as I started to get older, I became way more patient, and also I started to do a lot more research myself when it came to how games are being made, especially nowadays. Because in the interview, Hideo Kojima even said that back in the day, games used to take not back in the day, but today games may take up to 3 to 5 years to be complete. Now, when he said that, it was some developer that said. I think it was Kojima that said it, but when I said it, I'm like, wait a minute, that's bit more longer to like compared to what we used to get. Because back in the day, especially around, as I remember back in PS1 days, video games, could be made within like a year or two from each other. Back in the PS1 and also in the PS2 era, that 1 or 2 years was enough for a game to be released. By this started as the generation started to once you start to enter into uh, the seventh generation. Now that wasn't that many delayed games compared to how we are getting them now. But anyway, it showed me that games are coming out a little bit more slower due to the fact they're. Well, I will explain in this video, but that's probably gonna be another topic for another day. But I did start to notice that games were trying to come out a lot more slower than usual. Um, let's see. I think Duke Nukem Forever took forever to come out, and look what we got. You got a hot mess without that game. Which games like Red Dead and Shenmue, I really don't think they're going to see that type of treatment. Um, let's see. Oh yeah. Let me also bring back this Final Fantasy Versus 13. That was supposed to be released back in the PS3 era, but so internally something was going on in Square that they couldn't really release it. But but um but it took them years and years. They were trying to get it out for years, but they just said screw it. We're gonna reboot it. We're gonna get a new director, and we also is going to we're gonna reboot it and call it 15, which they did. Was 15 had some delays too, but the game came out, and I gotta say that with 15, it was an unfinished masterpiece. Because I felt like the game could have been a masterpiece, but it's just the fact that the game felt like it needed more time due to the fact they had to start over from scratch, and they needed that game out as soon as possible. Um, Well, that's why I said, and also that brings back to the topic at hand. As I rather wait for a game, I rather for a game to be delayed and wait for it for the full game, or at least for more polish, rather than a game to come out just because of a quota or people demand it. And really, for the rushing part, I do feel that the publishers' fault for getting a quota that may seem impossible for developers to do. I'm not saying I don't blame developers, also, but it's just the fact that most of the stuff that's being handled is by the publishers, like due dates, or the resources that they could provide, that they can't provide developers, the budget they can provide the developers. You know, all that has been most of that stuff really being handled with the publisher, and I and sometimes even the publishers do have a hand in game directing. I mean, like what the game direction should be. Ooh, oh wait a minute, I just went to another topic. Anyway, let me get back on topic. I say like basically like now as a now as I'm older, I am not like upset when a game don't come out on time or anything like that because it's as I said, as I got older, I got more patient, and once I started to actually read articles and watch videos about people who used to work in the game industry, gave out details on how it was to work there compared to back in the day, and even looking at any developers, they even say like, man, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how to do it. Even any developers are saying, I don't know how they could deal with that. But anyway, guys, I think I'm about to hit my mark. I hope you guys. I'll catch you on the next video. I don't know what subject we're gonna talk about next, but hopefully I join some parts of my realm because I do go off the rails sometimes. But anyway, guys, I'm about to go ahead and end the video off. Hopefully, and happy Black History Month, and y'all have a blessed day. See y'all.